The Duke and the Duchess of Cambridge began their final week in Australia this morning. Prince William and Kate celebrated Easter at a cathedral in Sydney before a trip to the zoo on Sunday with Prince George. As Paul Harrison of Sky News reports, that's where the young future king performed his first official duty.
Beside himself with excitement, Prince George took Mum and Dad to the zoo. He's come to meet George, the Bilby. Taking care to first eyeball the cameras, the third in line to the throne quickly turned his attentions back to his marsupial namesake. Kate was careful to make sure her 9-month-old wasn't dribbling too much with excitement. Then Dad took control. William edges George closer. The young prince seemingly frustrated by the separating glass. Mesmerised by Australia's version of the Easter Bunny, George then gets perilously close to the endangered species. Perilous for George the Bilby, that is. William and Kate joke their son has an iron-like grip.
He was the most amazing little man. Just reacted to everything that I showed him. And he really seemed to like the Bilby, and he wanted to touch everything as he could. Maybe it's just that age.
But when it came to feeding time at Taronga Zoo, George was nowhere near the hungry giraffes and deemed a little too young for the swooping birds of prey.
Like a tawny frog mouth. Hey.
Worn out after his engagement at the Bilby enclosure, Prince George didn't make it to the animal display. He's going to have to wait a few years yet before he meets his first koala.
But no first public engagement in Australia would be complete without the baby prince's first official unveiling. Squeals of delight now, but a lifetime of these duties, and the novelty will wear off. As for his departing gift, William and Kate insist his unruly behaviour was no reflection on his day out in Sydney. Paul Harrison, Sky News for CBS This Morning, Taronga Zoo.
He really is, Charlie, just a happy baby. You know, babies everywhere act that way, but he has no idea that he's a privileged child and that he's been covered with such... He stands, he drools, he says the thing, what a genius child. But I get a kick out of watching.
Third in line to the throne.
Third in line.